played this record as frequently as possible.
Let's do this!
What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Vergil here, and welcome back to another episode here on Dragon Ball Legends. Today, I'm going to be basically going over a bunch of different team dynamics, builds, and even equipments for the brand new LF Tag Goku and Vegeta. I do make this type of video every time a new units, or LF and Ultra specifically, just because they are the most meta-changing units. You definitely want to have the most optimal builds for them, and that's what I'm going to basically be displaying today. I do have, I believe, 7 different parties already built, and I have 2 more in my mind that I'm going to build towards the end, so make sure to stay tuned if you guys do want to see all the possibilities or different things that I have come up with. Make sure to drop a like and a sub before we jump in as well. It's greatly appreciated. Let's turn this up so I can actually see it. But the first build that I actually was recommended to me in my live chat is just Fusion Warriors right now. Seems very solid. And this is the team comp that I do have. Obviously, they are being Zenkai buff, so they are missing, or the Ultras are missing about 5% of their Ultra ability, which isn't too shabby. But this team is definitely going to cook at the moment. Gogeta, obviously still being #1 in my eyes in the game. He's being Zenkai buff. There's about 30% to HP with Super Vegito and the Gotenks being there. And just overall, I do think that, equipment-wise, they are blast-oriented, so you just gotta constantly, equip them with a bunch of blast stuff. USV is going to debuff the enemy. They should be cooking quite a bit here, but this one giving this one's a optimal item for them. So if you don't have this one yet, it's brand new. I'd recommend farming it. You're getting over 30% to base blast attack, HP, and base strike defense. Most of the meta is strike dominated, so strike defense is pretty crazy. Any equipment with HP actually goes pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. More base blast attack, some defenses, and some pure blast attack as well. And then this one right here, giving a decent amount of actually base strike, special move, base blast attack. Equipment-wise, that's what I got. I mean, for the rest of them, you guys, it's self-explanatory. This one actually works really nicely on Gogeta for this build. If you guys don't have this one farmed, it's for pure strike. And it's when 3 Saiyan battle members. And you basically got to build these guys around. Not every team I'm going to show is a pure Saiyans team, but they did kind of revive that aspect of pure Saiyans. You want to slap them on leader slots in a lot of areas. They just pair really well with a ton of different Saiyans here. So definitely check out these items. They're all basically base strike. All these USV equipments are optimized. It's a must-have pretty much. Also going to go through a bunch of different items that are usable on the Tag Goku and Vegeta. It's just, obviously you can build them for Blast, which is what they really want, but having a bunch of different strike variant teams that you're going to be wanting to pair these guys with the best in the game. So that's kind of what we got here team-wise. You're pairing up, I was about to say Trunks and Vegeta, but Goku and Vegeta with the best unit in the game. If you want to build them a little bit more strike, that's what this equipment comes in. You're offered, or it offers a large base blast attack stat, along with giving it a decent amount of strike to kind of just pair up really nice. This equipment works well. It's a pretty easy one to farm. Special move, base blast, some key recovery. This one's actually really, really nice because hybrids are always in the meta, whether it's Beast Gohan, Future Gohan, Pan, etc. Right? You're always going to be running into some form of hybrids. It gives base health and more base blast attack, so it's another fantastic equipment. I don't have the blast variant of this item right here, but basically just give double blast attack here, and then maybe even special move or ult damage. They don't have an ultimate. I believe that last play could be considered ultimate damage. I don't know if that's calculated in this. It probably is, but you could give it special move. This is another very solid item. Pure equips. You guys seen it. This one right here is a solid pure equip. Need to be with the God Key battle member, and we do have Gogeta in this scenario, but there's not too many blast pures for Saiyans. I mean, I don't have any, at least. There could be one that I'm not unaware of. This one's strike. This one's also strike, but then again, like I said, even with the team being strike dominated, they're all strike Z abilities on this build. They're going to be doing a lot of strike on this build, so they're doing a ton of strike. I still would equip them blast, just so they are, kind of balanced out, sort of say. This is a very balanced build for them, but this is the first one of the video. Second one here, we do have droids, which does happen to be one of, if not the blast, or the best blast-based setups in the game. I swear to you guys, the meta, you guys already know this, pretty like probably is that the meta is very strike heavy dominated. That when you run into one of these teams, we just don't have too much defense going on for a lot of these strike teams. So a lot of these units, Android 21, 17, 17, they shred through these blast armor builds. They shred through your defenses in a lot of these strike heavy teams. So these units can definitely cook together. A lot of the same equipments are going to be going on for the tag units here, just base blast attack defenses. I swapped one of the items here for this equipment right here, giving health, blast attack, damage to hybrids. The rest of the equipments vary. I like to have my 17 just full defenses. This one right here is really freaking good for 17s. So just pure defense against Saiyans, HP. It's actually a couple items I'd prefer to run over the ones that I'm using right here. It's probably this one right here. I would throw on both of the 17s. I just need to farm another one. Optimal on 17s, and then this one's also very, very good. Double defense, base HP, and special move. For this 17 right here, just a lot of base blast attack, pure blast attack, special move, base blast, and like I said, this equipment's fantastic on the 17s. And for Android 21, it's a very similar concept. She's a blast demon. You know, just give her a ton of base blast attack. This equipment's really freaking good for optimal 100% special move damage. This one's solid. It's both offensive, special move, and then this one's just more base blast attack, but didn't really review any of the other, I guess, equipments for these guys. I'm assuming you already know what they are because they're all pretty old. Just special move, strike attack, HP, stuff like that. But yeah, highly recommend this. You're also getting 17 support from the purple guy. You're getting cut penetration from the blue guy. You're getting a lot of utility, card destruction, more utility. This team is actually ridiculous. Highly recommend this one. Purple 17 is actually being Zenkai buffed here. The lock-in, the snipe potential. This team can go literally bonkers. Obviously, you replace this Z ability bench if you do desire to do so. But Droids is a fantastic option for the new Trunks and Goku and Vegeta. Boo Bros. I tried this setup last night. You might be thinking, Bardock, is he really that good? No, he's not insane or anything, but he is a blast-oriented unit. He does have a blast Z ability, if I'm not mistaken. He can be balanced. He can do a bit of strike. He can do a bit of blast, but he does have HP on his Z ability as well, so he counts as that HP option. Throw him on leader slots, and now he actually has a team. I ran it last night, and I was pretty successful for the most part. Obviously, you're at a bit of a disadvantage, you know, 3 subpar units. I think UI is still really solid right now. I think he's still boosted as well. But to compete with like the best of the game, you definitely want to have a carry in most scenarios. I think this team is still very, very solid. They're being double Zenkai buffed on here. So the pure actually is going to hit very, very hard here. Just double Zenkai buffed along with all the top base Blazzy abilities, right? These guys are, what is this, double defense, base strike attack. This one's both offenses, and the rest are all base blast attacks. So to have so much base blast, the pure is definitely going to go crazy on this one. Equipments are around the same, I believe. Didn't really change much. But yeah, I do think this is a pretty solid build equipment-wise for everybody else. The UI Goku, you want to build them blast on a blast team. So base blast attack, special move, key recovery. This one's pure blast attack, some more base, key recovery defenses. And then this one's very solid as well. Special move, HP, double defense, and base blast attack. So for Bardock, you want to have his unique equipment. It's mandatory. If you don't have this, don't run Bardock. I'm just going to be 100% with you. I peeked out the slots. This one's a little bit more of a balanced equip, so you're getting a lot of base strike, a lot of base blast, special move crit, and then this one is key for a lot of different characters. Just base blast attack, HP, and damage to hybrids. You can never really go wrong with that. Highly recommend this if you enjoy running Bardock. I'd say it's a very solid, like 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 team. Could be really good. Could be really... It surprised me. That's all I'm going to say. It definitely surprised me last night. Moving on to the next one, we do have hybrids. This is one of those teams that you can really build with any unit you desire, right? Any powerhouse unit. Gogeta, Hits, Goku Black Rose. These guys is like the same exact situation. You throw them on leader slots, so they're getting all the Z abilities no matter what, and they're being double supported by both Future Gohan and Pan. The Z abilities, you know, you could alter the bench if you do desire to do so. They are being Zenkai buffed by the blue Pan here, so that's actually really nifty. Yep, Stun Family blue unit, so they're getting a little bit more base. These guys offering blast attack Z ability, defenses, HP, and then more strikes. So it's a little bit more balanced build, but they're getting so much support that they're going to be hitting like an absolute truck on this build. Highly recommend it. You probably need more stars to run this setup just because they're very fragile, and it's one of those builds where it's if you lose this character, you know, you could lose the game pretty much. So this is their superpower build. It's a lot of, you know, like I said, you've seen this team when Beast Gohan came out. This was the best team. Gogeta, Hits, Rose are all capable of being on this very similar setup. You need to alter the bench for what the type of unit is. So it's a blast team. I threw an extra blast Z ability in there. Give it a shot. I think this team can definitely cook. Moving on to future, you want to run Rose with the new guys. I think this is your best option, some form of a blast-based future team. Obviously, Rose is strike, so you can still build him accordingly. This is probably the best time to run this item right here. You know, I didn't hate that I don't go over all the equips. You guys already know all the equipments for hybrids, but yeah. For this build right here, it's going to be very similar equipments for the Goku and Vegeta. It's not like you really want to be... unless you have limited options. I showed you guys other options. These are some of, if not the best equipments to be ran on them, especially with setups like this where you kind of want to have a balanced build. This is a lot of blast attack, pure blast, a lot of more base blast attack, and then this one's a very balanced one right here, giving pretty much 30% to both offenses and special move. For Goku Black, it's always the same thing. Base strike attack. This item's a must-have for him. This equipment's right here is fantastic for this setup right here because you're getting both pures. You're getting both base offenses and both pure offenses right here. So this is a like must-have equipment for Rose at this time. So you're getting defense. You're getting pure strike, pure blast attack, and then this one right here is giving pure damage to hybrids, base health, ult damage, base strike attack. He's got a lot of ultimates, so ult damage is really nice. HP on an equip is fantastic. For Trunks and Vegeta, it's very similar. You're giving them pure blast, a lot of base blasts, and then a lot of more base blast, special moves, stuff like that. But yeah, all the Z abilities are blast attack. You can even run droids on this build. I personally wouldn't, you know, they're good. They're decent now, and it can really depend on the build if you want to bring them in, but they are definitely still runnable. The equipments are right there. You know, support on this build, the droids can provide that, but overall, it's going to be a top 3 scenario. Rose's being Zenkai buffed. You could alter the bench if you desire to do so, but Ultra Rose is receiving his Ultra ability on this, so you don't need to worry about that. And highly recommend it if you want to run Rose with the new Goku and Vegeta. Next build is USS. It is primarily blast dominated. A lot of their main units are blast dominated, so it's the same equips that you guys have been seeing in every team build. You're running 17, UI Goku, Roshi, and Golden Frieza, all having base blast Z ability. So their base blast already on this team is going to go through the roof. Equipment-wise, you guys have seen 17's just pure blast, base blast attack, more blast attack, special move, damage to hybrids. For UI Goku, it's going to be the same thing, pure blast. This one right here offering more pure blast with some base, and then actually, you guys have seen this equipment. Roshi, very similar concept, just offer a ton of blast for the entire team. If you want to run Golden Frieza, you can, but personally, Golden Frieza has aged a bit, so UI is your boy. But if you want to run Uni Rep, Bergamo's on bench, or for HP, and this team could definitely cook. You know, cut penetration from 17, double blue-green, double blue-yellow, so blue-blue-yellow can definitely work. Maybe you want to alter a bit of things here. You could, but this is just an option for you guys. I'd say this is one of the better, you know, it's a blast team. It's definitely viable. You know, it's tough when you do run into Gogeta and such, so you got to, you know, alter these units. Blue, blue, yellow, blue, blue, green, blue, yellow, green, something like that would definitely work. But this is USS right now. Moving on to the next build is God Key. Is that the last team? That is the last team I have built. However, I'm going to show you guys 2 more setups after this. It's a very similar comp from everything else we've been doing. It's just primarily focused on God Key. So Trunks and Vegeta are being Zenkai buffed right there. A lot of base blast Z abilities. They're being Zenkai buffed by Namek Goku. The equipments are pretty much all the same. For UI Goku, I did switch a couple of things up. So base blast attack. This one's actually giving base blast attack, strike defense, special move, health restore. I think this one could definitely be interchanged, but you're going to need repeats of some of these items right here. And this setup could definitely cook. Something with Evo. I haven't said anything with Evo, but Evo is a fantastic partner for the new Trunks and Vegeta. I mean, they have the Vegeta Clan Z ability. That's probably the setup that I'm going to show you guys next right here. So God Ki or Tag Vegeta Clan based blast attack. So if you want to do something like this is going to be considered God Ki. Definitely viable. You know, they don't really have any carry units, but it's definitely a unit that can shred and do a lot of damage to strike-heavy teams because they don't have a lot of strike defense or just defenses at all. It's, you know, any strike-dominated team is going to be, you know, very susceptible to blast attack. But this is a team that I'm thinking of in my mind right now, so I'm going to change this up and type new right here. So basically, it would be something of the sort like Evo right here. Can I do that, please? Resets. Evo can be right here, and then it would be either Trunks and Vegeta. You could do a blue-blue-yellow God Ki build. Definitely work. You know, there's no Rising Rush protection or anything like that, but just the damage shreds. This damage is ridiculous. You could do that. You could do UI right here, so it's the same thing as the UI build, and you could actually throw them. Since they're a Vegeta Clan build, you really want to make this Vegeta Clan. You guys want support on this build. Throw Pan here. Throw Pan on this build. Can be very... Pan's solid on any team. You want to throw her on leader slot, she's offering, you know, type neutrality, the stalling, the sub count reduction, the damage inflicted, all that good stuff. And you're getting just a lot of damage inflicted. So they're going to be actually shredding. Or you can do the purple 17 for another base Blazzy ability on top of support as well. Definitely give this team a go right here. The bench options are going to be either Vegeta Clan or Saiyans, and it's going to be very similar compromise. Just throw it at HP bench for whatever it is, whether it's Raditz, or if you're doing Vegeta Clan, you can throw in that Coat Vegeta. But yeah, Vegeta Clan right here with 17 leader, or you could do Pan. I highly recommend picking for one of these or the other. Yeah. And this is pretty much going to be it, you guys. Make sure to drop a like and a sub if you guys are new around here. I do upload every day. And let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns about any equipments that you're running in the comments. I'll check them out. And I'll see you guys in the very next one. Stay frosty. Peace out.
Up all night, so you don't wanna wait on me. I'm about to catch my flight, so you don't gotta wait on me.